Hello YouTube, it's mfisher1020. For the points, when I did them, I figured them out. I had to teach myself to do it because I didn't know how to do it, so I lifted a little tool out. So this tool, there's the size for it. This goes in between the points when they're open, and that's your gap, and you got to make sure they're opening and closing off the little, there's like a circle in there, but it's got a dent where it goes, and then the notch hits it and it opens and closes as they spin. So if you can spin the fan and watch it open and close and make sure the gap is that far apart with this little tool, then they should go off. And what I did is I put a battery light tester on the battery, and then I took the other end and I put it here, and it should flash if you got it right. It'll flash as you spin the motor over with the battery. But we also figured out that our engine, we need a new gasket because on this first one, the first cylinder and the far back cylinder, the injector and the exhaust, the inlet and the outlet, I guess you can call it, they weren't coming up to let fuel out or in. So if we had got it started that one time I tried to start it, it would have exploded and it would have been bad because it would have held all that pressure. Bless me, sorry about that. My allergies are going because I've been playing outdoors all day and I'm allergic to pollen. But my dad took it all apart. He ordered the gasket. He ordered the gasket set for this one. And I believe that's all it needs, is just the gaskets. I think he's going to change the intake gasket. That way we have it changed. And for those two over there, those two are running, the 2N and the 8N next to it to the left. The one on the right is our first one. You saw me drive that in the video. If I remember tomorrow, I'll make a video on the 2N. I'll show you guys me driving that and what it's like with the high-low. Actually, no, we gotta fix the throttle. So that way it throttles up when it goes uphill. That's because the governor won't let it go up, so we gotta adjust it. This one just needs a key switch, so you could shut it off, because the wiring, whoever had it before us didn't have the wiring right. And this one needs a key switch because we wired it off of video because we couldn't find our wiring diagram. And, well, of course, he didn't have a key, or he didn't have the switch right. I think we'll just convert it to a switch to make it easier. I mean, a key. Got a switch right about here. And this one is perfect. You hit that button, it immediately starts. And you just let the choke in. I got this thing. It won't start. It's got one of those plastic carburetors on it. Well, sad to say it, but we'll probably junk it if we can't get that carburetor running perfect. Because for some reason it doesn't want to work. So here's the 8N. We still don't know if it runs, so we gotta continue doing that work to it. Hopefully it will. And yeah, I'll see you guys again once we get that gasket set, and then we'll put it all together. One thing I'm gonna say is, if you guys ever need to replace a gasket, make sure you get a razor blade and take your old one off. And you always want to replace the gasket because the gasket's like a piece of rubber. And then once you squish it, after those heat cycles, it stays squished. So once you take it off, it's just, you take the head off, it's just gonna stay squished, because those heat cycles take away that like elasticity from it. And yeah, that's it. There's Smokey the cat. I put in all the new spark plugs. Here's the old ones. Here's the old wires. The last person who had this, they ripped the end right off and decided to shove the wire into the cap, and that didn't work. So I'm gonna cover this back up so it don't get ruined. I thought that'd be a shame. And yeah, you guys will see in this video right now, I guess. The same day I recorded it, so that'll be a first. You guys got any questions, put it in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe to see more of this tractor repair. Also, this tire, we're gonna bring this to a buddy's house, take it off the rim, pop a tube in it, and put it back on the tractor after that. Next time we get a tractor that needs points, I'll show you guys how to do it, because there's not that many good videos online showing how to do points that well. They'll have bad lighting and stuff, so I'll try to do the best. Here's down the coolant tube. We put the oil in here just in case you guys didn't catch that in the one video. Not like there's much of a filter in there left, but hey, it's better to have oil than no oil. Don't know why he took that off, but oh well, he did. Here's the parts one. I don't know if you guys would actually want to buy it, but it's got a Sherman's transmission. Does it work? No, I think it's locked. I mean, it goes in neutral and stuff, but I don't really mean anything. The engine's wide open. The intake was ripped off. Probably hasn't been a while in it, and who knows how long. But technically, you can unlock them, but it's not worth putting the money into this one. Unless you got it for the price we got it, but I don't think it's worth it, so we'll just end up using little bits like the steering wheel, probably the shift lever. The button seems to return and everything nice. Maybe if we can, we'll take all these stuff off, and all these little levers, we'll use these one day for one that doesn't have it. What was really cool is it had these lamps, I guess you want to call them. So I'm gonna cover this back up, and I'm gonna put this in my pocket for right now. Don't want to lose it. Make sure it's covered nice with the thing. Gotta put her poles back up on her. She likes her pole. She's like that ex-stripper down the street. She named her pole Polly. Polly the stripper. Because she's always pulling on people. There. She's all wrapped up. Ready for a good night's rest with her blankie. Going to bed. Here's the hood if you guys ever thought, what does it look like? For next video, since I can't work on the tractor until we get that gasket, this needs a new safety button for the belt engage. It works, but you have to like hold the key on to the start position and then push it down, when normally you should just be able to twist it. So we might be replacing that in a video, and I'll pull it off an old saw blade Sabra we got over here in the corner. We sold the walk behind mower. We got 300 out of that. It was a John Deere walk behind, so yeah. So I'm hoping this button works. This little return button. Never mind, it doesn't even have one, huh? Well, it looks like we're keeping the Scots probably. Even though I could just go buy one, but if it's not that, that's gonna suck. But it would be nice to get this going. It just needs the carburetor clean, the tank put back on. I rewired a different starter onto her. There's not a starter, but the thing for the key, the ignition coil. Our Club Cadet wasn't working for the longest time. It wouldn't drive. But you gotta take this battery, if you ever have that problem with like any hydrostatic transmission, you wanna take your battery out, or wherever your back end is, wherever your drive is. It could be front wheel drive, I don't know. You'll be a little plastic cap on top of the transmission. You pull that out and you fill it with whatever brand fluid you need, like drive system fluid. In this case, we use drive system fluid for Club Cadet. That one took 1 quart. The one guy said it could take up to a gallon, but ours took nowhere near a gallon. It only took the 1 quart. So I don't know what he was drinking. He was drinking a little bit of the oil, probably, the gallon that he bought. So I'll see you guys later, and maybe one of these days do a video on the flowers. Goodbye.